Some of the biggest things that you need to think about when you're organizing your kitchen is placement. Firstly, that's the biggest thing. You need your spoons to be where the coffee is and the mugs, so everything needs to make, everything needs to make sense. You don't need to work that hard before your first cup of coffee in the morning. Everything needs to kind of be within symmetry to each other, and placement it's very important for you to have a functional kitchen.
We found people many times moved in and just placed it there and just never moved it, and they gallivant halfway across the kitchen just to get one item. So we come in and we actually make it functional.
We like to use containers, so it really keeps your food fresher for longer. We like to specifically containerize things that are in rotation and stuff that you use often.
Yeah, and the most important thing is we love to use seal-type containers. Get the air out so that nothing gets stale and nothing gets in. I like to put things away just for a visual perspective, but I also like to bring in personally plants just from a pretty point of, pretty point. So, most of the things that I don't get used do get put away, and the day-to-day items that are used obviously on a daily basis is more on the counter.
And also kind of at the end of the day, it's less things to clean. The more you put out, the dustier things get, the more your space looks cluttered. To eliminate that completely, it also saves you time on cleaning, and it really makes your space feel fresh and clean and ready to cook. What we've chosen to use are these cutlery inserts. We think they're fantastic. There's many divisions for you to split up your different kind of cutlery, your baby spoons, your big spoons, all that stuff. There's also a perfect room for scissors, any kind of bigger items. So these work great. One of the best things about these is that they are actually expandable. So if you have a bigger drawer or a smaller drawer, you don't have to worry about it having a specific fit in mind.
I think it goes from 30 to 60 centimeters expandable.
Exactly.
Which is a great size.
Here we have them, and then you can kind of make them as big as they need to be, or as small as they need to be. What we're going to use, just because our drawers are quite small, we're actually going to take them off, and we're just going to use them as is because we don't need the extra division.
The other items we got is drying racks. We actually got 2 different kinds for the 2 different purposes that I use in the household. For the left side, I like to just keep all the cups and everything that's just low or that I can pack on top. On the other side, it's just mainly for the plates. So that's why I've separated the 2 and picked 2 different kinds. The other item is a nice white long container. It's used for the sunlight or a sponge or so on, so it doesn't just lie on the counter and make it wet and so on.
This product we purchased is such an amazing organizing system. It is so dual purpose. At the moment, we've used it for medication, vitamins, stuff like that, just easy access things in the front. Maybe just put your spectacles, stuff like that you maybe need, but you don't want them necessarily out on display. So awesome system. It is a drawer, which is even better. You can even use it for sponges and stuff like that, for under the sink or cloths or anything, small little items. Really, really awesome.
So we spoke about functionality, and what we love to do is come in and rearrange the entire kitchen so it actually functions and flows. And I know it sounds really logical, but most houses we go to are actually not set up this way. So as simple as having the kettle in the corner, cups, other little items, your cutlery, your actual coffee cups right here in the corner. One of the other items that we purchased is this cool little functional, nifty little coffee pot holder. I like putting my 4 favorite ones in there. Even this little guy, towel, goes with the kitchen, it flows. Oh, and this awesome little spice rack. It's got 2 sections. You just pull it out, you can turn it around this way. It's more for your shorter spices. Pull it in, pull it out. I mean, it's got 2 sides, do whichever way you want, but I kind of like it.
What we have as well is a Lazy Susan. So if you maybe don't have space for such a big item on your counters, you can maybe use this, place it on top of your microwave, and then you kind of just put in your vitamins. They have little compartments, categorize it, and it works quite wonderfully. So those are what we've chosen, and I think they work great.
Just to add on to the organizational side of a drawer, what I like to do as well is that to make it just more practical and easier on my day-to-day functioning is the soft lock. It's just easier, if I'm upset, nobody knows about it because it's just quiet, it's like it's a blessing and a curse. And also the silencers on top of that. In case you don't have the runners, you can do that. And it just makes your house quieter. You already have 10,000 screaming kids around you, so this really helps.
Explore Galma's range of storage and organization solutions in store or browse online.